It's 12 o'clock-ish. This is Anything But Average, but I put an announcement out this morning that we're changing the name to Walk Away Wealthy. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One of them being I was invited to be part of this network that's a podcasting network, and they like the name Walk Away Wealthy better. And so they revised our look because we have a concept here in our office where our events are focused around walking away wealthy so that you, the consumer or the audience, whoever is listening, is walking away wealthy in knowledge or wisdom or some kind of information to help you grow more and be more in your life. And so we're going to put our logo up for the next episode. So Anything But Average, the name changes effective today. And on that note, so every month I like to do a theme because the purpose of the podcast is to bring you guys success stories and words of wisdom, ways for you to grow your business. And so every month we do a different theme. And because June is Father's Day month, I wanted to bring on dads that are successful and good, great dads, and also people that I know. And so we have to kick this thing off with Dawda Khan because he is a dear friend of mine. He is an incredible human being, an amazing dad, and a super successful entrepreneur. And so, Dawda, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much for having me. I like the new name. This is breaking news. Walk Away Wealthy.
Yeah. So you'll see the logos change and everything effective next week. So it's going to be awesome. Lots of things are changing, Dawda.
Yes, ma'am. I can see that. I mean, but it's, the good thing about it's all changing for the better. So there's a lot of moving parts and all that. And then I'm extremely excited, and I'm excited for you as well. It's just excited to see a new place too.
Yeah, it's going to be super awesome. Yeah. And here, you guys, so like Dawda just said, so we're moving. We're in our office. We've been in here over 5 years. We bought a place and we're moving on the 24th. And of course, Dawda is moving us because Dawda owns Eurmove. They move home and office. That's Dawda's tagline. I love that. I want Dawda to share his story because number one, I've known him for years. I met him. I don't even know how many years ago was it, Dawda? Do you remember?
Time flies when you're having fun. I mean, I think it's at least 8 to 10 years, right?
Yes, for sure. I think it was maybe 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I met him, we met at a networking group, and he had his moving company. He was part of networking groups, and that's how he was growing his business. And I'm going to let him share his story. But immediately I was connected to him because I heard his story, and stories sell. And I was inspired by his story. I was like, holy crap. And then their customer service is impeccable. They've moved all of our clients. They moved me personally, all of our agents. So they handle all of our stuff, and they have raving reviews. And, you know, when you partner with somebody that is also a good fit with you and they have a great service, it's a great benefit to your company. And then it's a great thing for our clients. So Dawda, can you kind of give everybody let them know a little bit about Eurmove, how long y'all been in business, and how it all began?
Yeah. Well, thank you again for having me. I really appreciate this platform. And then Eurmove as a company, we started in 2009 when the housing market, was just crushed almost everyone at that point. As the owner, back then I was working for somebody else, and I lost my career, lost everything. Really, I got laid off. I had to lay off 30 people before I lay off myself. I got laid off, so that was just painful. And so I lost about 75% of my retirement as well. I didn't even mention that. My house was underwater. I was just getting hit from different corners, really. And then, so I was told not to take whatever money was left in my retirement because I was going to be penalized and all that stuff. But at that point, I just felt like, what do I have to lose? So I took it, and then I bought my first truck. So I built it with the truck from 2009 all the way to where we are right now. With 1 18-wheeler and 8 box trucks because of, the consistency and the relationship we built through the years. But yeah, it was like an accidental, really, beginning of a business, because of 2009. God works in mysterious ways. That thing happened. It scared me. It really just woke me up. And then I realized, or at least he showed me the way to start something different. And I built on that, built on the relationship through the years. And then you guys helped me build my business to what it is right now. So that's how it started. 13 years later, we're still here.
So, and I pick that apart quite a bit, actually. I also want you to go back to before 2009. So, y'all, clearly he's not from here. You can
Yes.
tell by his accent.
Yeah.
And so I want you to share a little bit about your upbringing and why you ended up here in Texas and how that all started, because I think that's super impactful.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in a place called Gambia, which is really Africa's smallest country, period. It's very tiny. And I'm a middle child of 7 kids. I have 3 older brothers and 3 baby sisters. So I'm definitely a middle child. And I left home, like most people, just uh, where I grew up, I think was too small for me. I've always had this dream of just going away. I never wanted to go anywhere else except the US. This was my favorite destination and my only destination, really.
How old were you when you left?
Well, 14. So, and lack of exposure is really even worse because, like, if you're 14, it's like you're 10 because you're not used to so many things. Technology is so advanced and then things are so different over here. And then imagine coming from a small place like that, ended up in one of the biggest cities in the world in Houston. So I had to figure my way out. This place was just too big for me. But I started it at one neighborhood at a time, one street at a time, one corner at a time, one bus stop at a time, and then and one person at a time. And I met some of the most wonderful people in my life in Texas, period. They opened their arms, they allowed me to just be myself, and then help grow me not only as a person, but as a business owner and as a community person here. So it's all because of the people that I surround myself with. And then I use that phrase from Les Brown called OQP, where you surround yourself with only quality people. And then it has really worked out in my favor because when I realized like the people that I was around were not helping me get to where I needed to go, I changed my mindset, I changed the people around me, and that has really helped me to where I'm at. So yeah, that's sort of like a nutshell of what my story is about. And then now I'm married, had 4 kids. My daughter's actually about to be a senior in high school. And but with this business, it has allowed me to also give my family a lot more resources that I didn't have growing up. It has really given me the option of just basically being who I am as a person. So, but yeah.
So when you grew up in Gambia, I'm imagining you probably didn't come from a like very resourceful family. I mean, I don't know much about that where you grew up, but
No,
I don't think it was
yes.
the richest of the
Third world. I mean, there's not a lot of resources, and I'm not doing it to just seek sympathy from anybody else. It's
no,
just reality. At the end of the day, I grew up in the third world. You don't choose where you were born, right? I just
right?
happened to come over there. But I consider myself lucky leaving because I'm no better than the other kids that couldn't make it out, right? I was just one of the few lucky ones that left home, but I also landed at one of the best places I could have asked, to just sort of start my new life, right? I'm 23 years later. I've become a different man, a different person, a different father, and different relationships that I've built through the years turned me into who I am today. So, but yeah, I was really lucky to just leave home and then and met folks like you. So you guys really helped build my business.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
so y'all want you to put that all into context. So third
Right.
world, he leaves there at the age of 14, which that's insane. I mean, I think about trying to get on a bus at 14 or something just to go to like Louisiana, which would be like mind blowing. You completely went across the world, which is crazy, and then started your own business. So you worked for somebody, then you got fired from there, pretty much lost
Yeah.
everything, and
Yeah.
then started a moving company. You had enough money to buy one truck. And
Yeah.
wasn't her name Betsy?
Betsy, yes. Betsy was already like 12, 13 years old. And,
And
but
how long did you keep Betsy running?
I wish I can have a photo of Betsy and post it here.
Yes.
Like that's my baby right there.
And y'all, when I met him, he was only doing local moves. So we're here in Houston. He
Yeah,
was only doing local moves. How
yes.
long have you been going? Like you're all across the nation now, right?
Yeah, about like 5, 6 years ago, we started going outside of Texas and then, venturing to Louisiana, the southeast part of the United States. But now we got to a point where we go everywhere within the lower 48. I'll give you an example. This past week, we had a shipment started in Houston, ended up in Austin. Then we went to Oklahoma. From there, we went to Wisconsin. Then from Wisconsin, we went all the way to California.
Holy
And
crap.
then, yeah, we went with the 18-wheeler. So um, it's all, like I said, it's just these connections that we've done through the years and these clients that we're getting from sometimes people here connecting us with people from another state that sort of gave us the business because, let's say, Trisha recommended us to these people. So it's just the relationship that we built through the years based on trust and loyalty, which I believe is key to success.
It is. And
Yeah,
with him, you guys, so think about it. So he had one truck, it was Betsy.
yeah,
And starting any business, number one, is hard. And in 2009, we were in a mortgage industry crash. So
yeah,
there weren't a lot of homes being sold. He's branching off on some brand new business. And that takes grit and grind and determination. You had to have been being hit with obstacles left and right.
yeah.
What do you think were some of those determining factors that like made you push through? And can you walk us through some of that?
Well, I mean, when you're starting out as a small business owner, and for the most part, you don't know what you don't know. So you have to basically, learn from other people. And sometimes you get taken advantage of. Sometimes, you lose money. Sometimes, I mean, most times you lose money because you're trying to figure this whole thing out. And then you learn, but like the thing you have to do is just basically learn from your mistakes. I call them old, right? Where you own it, you learn from it, and you never repeat it. At the end of the day, don't do it again. So
Yeah.
we've made these mistakes, but we've grown into the person that we are because of those mistakes.
Yeah.
And we've built a very, very solid foundation as we grow from one client and one individual at a time to where we are today, with having about 28 people working with us from a one-man team, which was me basically
Yeah.
just hiring help and then building it to what it is. So we consistently have 21 people working all the time, but like we can get up to about 28 people at a moment's time to just basically get these jobs done, no matter whether it's an apartment or maybe a 20,000 square foot office, to be able to move it. So yeah,
So I'm listening to you and I'm thinking about like I'm taking in everything that you're saying. And
yeah.
here you come from a big family, you come from basically nothing, and now you're in charge of feeding all of these families. How does that weigh on you?
Um, there's no pressure. The thing about it is, I'm actually grateful because the fact that I can come from my background and then still be able to just not only provide for my guys, but my guys in turn be able to provide for their families. So it's like this extended family relationship based on what we've done. And
Yeah.
all of you guys played a part in that, right? So it's just, I guess to put it mildly, and I get speechless because I don't even know how to express it, because this was not meant to happen, right?
Aw.
It really wasn't. I didn't just get up and knew that what the future held for me, because there was so much stacked up against me in regards to, I tell people, like, I mean, it's like, for me personally, it's like climbing a mountain without a harness. I can't afford to fall. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I don't allow that pressure to get me. What it does is I still keep going. I know I have to keep going. It's like 1 foot at a time, and then in front of each other, and then to just get to where I'm going. Because like if I dwell too much about what may or may not happen, I can't get anything done. So I have to be able to just stay focused, stay grounded, keep pushing, and then allow everybody else that works here to do their job. So we make sure we keep this relationship with our clients and our friends going. And that's what keeps us in business all these years. So
You know, when you look at your growth and how your company and y'all, because I know him personally too, like as an individual, he's grown so much and he's always been amazing, but he's just so now he's an impactful person even more because he really is just an influencer. He's leading, he's a great leader.
yeah,
And so we've gone through lots of weird things in the last few years. COVID was really weird. And with your business, because it's so indicative on the real estate industry, and COVID was kind of crazy in the beginning. When that first hit, were you in fear? Were you worried about your business and how it was going to impact your business?
yes, that part I was extremely afraid, because I started thinking like, okay, well, we build this all the way through here, and all of a sudden, man, this COVID thing just happened and everything shuts down. But what's crazy is, like, we had the best year ever during COVID. It was just amazing. I didn't even know how to explain it, but like we just took off because people were still, I mean, you being in the real estate industry, people were just buying homes, selling homes,
Yeah.
but they still have to move. And that sort of just trickled down on us, where we actually feed off of that whole ride that was going on, and ended up just being one of our best years yet. 2021 was really a very was an amazing year for us. So we actually did like 15% more than what we did the previous year.
Crazy. I
And
love that.
because of COVID. Uh,
Yeah.
I know it's crazy.
Now, here we are mid-year 2022, and
Yeah.
I got to tell everybody the real estate industry is shifting. It has begun. The shift is here. And
Right.
so when I was just telling my company on our huddle this morning, so with one home sale, like it affects 26 different industries, moving companies being number one,
Yeah.
because you got to move your stuff. You sell your house, you got to move your stuff, period. And most people hire movers. Have you seen any difference yet in your business? And what is your plan like for the rest of this year? Should we go through a little bit of a shift and things slow down?
I mean, we do pay attention. I study a lot in regards to the real estate industry and try to just find out exactly what's going on, in the market. And that's not to say that we see any slowing down, because we haven't slowed down. I mean, we are working every day, and then we are booked all the way, through like at least middle of July as we go. So it's people are still out there. People are still buying homes. So the real estate industry is still there. I guess once more homes are available, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I believe in it. I believe in the future of it, and it's our bread and butter. So we have to support it by all means to make sure like you guys are successful, because your success is our success. That's just how we look at it. And I see nothing but a bright future for the real estate industry, both commercial and residential as well.
So in your industry, have you found it challenging to find workers? Because I keep hearing that every time I interview someone, they're like, I can't find help. How about you?
Help is very hard to come by, but we still have our core guys, which is actually really helped us a lot. And then sometimes we have to reach out to staffing agencies to get us additional help, like a heavy weekend, and they come in, we need them for the weekend, they go. But like for the most part, the core guys are still here, and we had to pay more. Yeah. So, but good labor is not cheap. You have to basically earn it. At the end of the day, the guys have been really wonderful, and they just help us grow as a company. So we keep our core guys here, but yeah, additional labor is always hard to come by these days.
So when you, as the owner, and you guys, he's a hands-on owner. Like you hear of other companies where the owner is kind of an absentee owner, they're out on vacation or they're on the golf course. Dawda's not. Like I can text him and call him at any time. My clients talk to him all the time. He shows up all the time. He's always there. He is hands-on. So when you're going through like times where we're going through where help is hard to find, what makes you get up? Because there's got to be days where you get up and you're like, I really do not want to do this today. What drives you? What makes you get up there and do it?
There's plenty of days you sort of wake up and be like, oh, not again. But anyway, you have to dust it off and understand like it's your responsibility to go out there and then chase it. So it's easy to just go back in bed and just cover yourself thinking like, oh, it's going to go away. It's not. So that's why I'm the first one to wake up. Now, I don't wake up as early as you do. You wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. That's just, but the first person to wake up in my house is me, like about 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready for the day, because I know that, this is an opportunity that's given to me. Whatever the shortcomings are, I'll deal with it as it comes, but I will go and take my chances out there and then do whatever is necessary to make sure that they go as swiftly and as effectively as possible. It's not always going to be perfect, but you know what? When things happen, we learn from it, we own it, and then we move on. But it's just been an amazing ride, to say the least. So, but dealing with the circumstances is part of it.
There's so many people that get up and they're in reactive mode, like right away. They don't really have their day planned. They don't have a calendar plan. Your business, I would think more than anything, must live on a calendar, because you've got these, people are depending on you to show up and get their stuff. So you've got to be super structured. So is your day like that? You're getting up at the same time every day? Do you have a morning routine? Kind of walk us through your day as a business owner.
Well, coffee is one of my favorite things in the morning. I always have like a notepad where I have everything the night before, things that I can think of and prepare myself for the next day. So by 10 o'clock, I'm out. I go to bed early. So the next morning I come in, I'm fresh, I'm ready to go. I'm mentally focused on what needs to be done. The night before, we already got everybody set up, all these guys on what schedule they have to be, what routes we need to run. All the stuff is we want to be able to make sure by the time the guys get here at 7:30, that they hit the road by 8 o'clock and they're at the customer's house by 9. all that has to be planned logistically the night before, or else it's not going to work. If you want to wait till the last minute, everything's going to fail. And when they fail in the morning, that it's like a snowball. Everything else is going to be affected as we go through the course of the day. So the more prepared you are the night before, the more effective you can be the next morning, and everybody knows exactly what to do, because we do it every day anyways. So consistency compounds, right? What you do day in and day out is exactly what the results you're going to get. So we planned it the day before, we get ready the morning, and then we get them going. When they leave, we start preparing for tomorrow. And by the time tomorrow comes around, we do it all over again. And that's sort of like how we do it. So it's like, it's just, it's like this cycle, just you keep doing it over and over again, and then you learn from it and you're better for it as you keep going.
And you guys, he's a dad too. So, and he's not an absentee dad. Like, he's hands on. He's like his kids, his family is his life.
Yeah.
So now everyone's kind of heard a little bit about your schedule and that you're working like crazy. Your business runs 7 days a week too. How do you balance all of that? Be a dad, be a husband, and make it all work, and a successful business owner. How do you do it?
It's a challenge. You know, again, I have to plan out certain things. You know, like when I hang out with my kids, I hang out one at a time. I want to give you all my attention. You know, I have a daughter who's 17. She doesn't think I'm cool anymore. But last week, I got a nice gift for her birthday. She just turned 17 on June 11. Actually, that's like 3 days ago.
Oh my gosh, yes. Wow.
Yeah. So she's going to be a senior in high school when school opens. But my focus is basically one child at a time, so I can give you all my attention. In regards to my relationship with my wife, she's actually the backbone of the family. She really, without her, I can't get anything done. And then, so we always try to find time for ourselves on the weekends. We have at least once a week, we have our own dates. It doesn't matter where we go. We don't really need to go somewhere fancy. We just want to be able to spend time together. And that has helped me really sort of ground me in a way where I keep walk away and then just focus on family.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, but yeah, overall, that's what we try to do. I just find time to be able to spend it with my wife and my children. And that's what's bringing me happiness. My joy is basically built around my family. Everything else comes after that.
I love that.
Yeah, if I lose everything, as long as I have them, I'm good. I can get out there and then just deal with it. But if I lose them, I don't think I'll be okay.
You wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. Now, and I know that one of your boys helps you in the company, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is it only just one?
14. He's 14. So the younger one, Omar, he's 6. You know, he's in the spectrum. He's autistic, but like he's doing very well.
Good.
I take him to therapy at least, you know, twice a week. So twice a week is my schedule, and but he's doing much better. He can ride a bike now on his own, and his speech is getting so much better. And he's doing summer school right now, so he's doing a lot better than I thought. So it's a work in progress, but
it always is. We're a work in progress, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody is. This world is.
Yeah, it is.
When you look at like where you've come from, all your challenges, where you are today. I know you always say like you never imagined that you would be where you are today. Yeah. Knowing you're a visionary and a builder. What does it look like moving forward now? What is your move? What are your plans, your goals?
Well, I mean, the sky is not the limit; it's the view. So I feel that, you know, there's still a lot of potential. There's still a lot of growth, right? At the top of every mountain is the bottom of another. You just got to keep climbing until the end of your time. I want to be able to make sure, like, when I walk away from this earth, that at least my family is proud of me. My family is proud of me. And, you know, my mother does tell me that she's extremely proud of me. And that's good enough, because we struggle growing up. And my mom was the one who was there, making sure we went to school, we stayed out of trouble and all that stuff. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she raised all 7 of us. But it's just, there's so much this world has given me, like this Houston has given me. And I just want to be able to give back. I want to be able to just basically be part of this community whenever I'm needed to be there, so I can just tell people that I appreciate the little things that they've done for me, because they didn't have to. So I'm better for it, and it's only fitting that I can give back to other people as time goes on. But yeah, the future's still bright.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, you've
only just begun, Dawda.
That's right. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. That's
not at all.
So, yeah.
I always like for everyone to like share some pro tips. So for you, a successful business owner, a father, a husband, all of that. You got, if somebody was to look at you, they'd be like, holy crap, this guy's got it going on. What would you say 3 points of advice you could give somebody that could help them grow their business or start a business and be successful?
Well, first, faith. Without faith, there's no me. And my faith really keeps me going, right? That's number one. And number two, family. Family is just as important as anything else that you do. If you build your life centered around your family, I think you'll be just fine, because it keeps you grounded, it keeps you disciplined. Now, I'm different in more ways than one, but basically my difference is more like my superpower. It actually really turns me into the person that I am. So my family, my faith, and my friends, those are the ones that I really count on to be able to help me get to where I'm going. So they've supported me from day one, and I couldn't have asked for like a better foundation in regards to the guide that I have, which is obviously the discipline that would get me to where I need to go. Without it, I can't get anywhere. And family, friends, and faith. That's
Love
it.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
He's awesome, y'all. Hey, Dawda, how can people find you? Because y'all remember, he moves home and office. I just told y'all he's moving our office. Y'all are going to see it. And he's not just here in Houston. He's all over. He's all over the United States. So we have him going places all the time. And he's strategic in the way he does it. Like he'll structure one of his loads to go meet one of your clients in California, like he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you trust him because he's hands-on. How can they find you, Dawda? Where's the best place to go?
You can find us online at Eurmove.com, which is EURMOVE.com. We do have our website and all our information's out there. But we're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and you name it, we're out there. And then our best contact number is our phone number. It's 281-988-9700. So you give us a call. We can assure you that we'll definitely be there for you. And we would come and do what we call an in-home estimate or inside the office, and then to be able to see what you have and then get it done like that and structure it and send it going.
I love it. Hey, and then on a personal note, what are you doing for Father's Day?
Father's Day.
Yeah,
I actually, hopefully my family is going to surprise me. I plan on being at home. I thought we were building a pool at the house, but it's not going to be ready in time. So
dang it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure they're gonna spoil me.
They will. They will. They always do.
Once a year, they always, all the times I provide for everything else, but once a year they really spoil me. They don't let me do anything. They just say, "Dad, we got you." So I'm hoping that this is what's gonna happen. So Father's Day, I'll be at home doing nothing.
Yep, and that's what you deserve.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Dawda.
Tricia, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate our friendship. You have no idea what you mean to me. One of the best things that ever happened to me was just meeting you, and I'm grateful to you, and I hope our friendship would last us for a lifetime. So
for sure, we've only just begun that too.
Yeah, how's the baby? How's the grandbaby?
So y'all, my son had his first child, and she's a month old now, and her name is Victoria, and we've nicknamed her Piggy. And so our new event center the name of it is Hub 510 because she was born May 10th. And so we named it after her because she was the originator of us finding this event center because we did her baby shower there. Yeah. And then she's such a pig, she won't stop eating. Like literally there's a bottle in her mouth at all times. And so I was like, holy crap, this is the biggest piggy ever. And it just stuck. And so then we decided with the event center, we're going to have we're going to do weddings and stuff too. So there's going to be a bar area in there and it's going to be called Piggys Place. Yeah. And so the whole thing is just around her. And it's like God, like you said, God works in mysterious ways. Yep. Who would have thought my son and his wife having a baby would birth all of this, a whole nother business? Like I never in my wildest dreams would have thought I would be doing weddings and things, but that's what we're launching.
That's the good thing about those pleasant surprises. Things just happen. Maybe you didn't even plan it at the beginning of the year, and now all of a sudden look at it, it happened. So at the end of the day, and we almost share birthdays, me and her, because I was born May 8th, so 2 days before her. So.
Yes. So check it out. So we'll be doing weddings there at the event center at Hub 510, which of course weddings, then usually they want to buy a house, which then of course they'll be needing a mover. So we got big plans ahead.
This is exciting. This is exciting. I can't wait to come and see the place. And then, I'll definitely be there on Move Day and just hanging out with you guys. And then, so I'll bring a 6-pack.
I Make sure it's Prosecco. That's like our drink of choice here.
Okay, Riley. That's
We're
Say hello
super
to everyone
excited.
out there, Tricia. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate your time.
You guys make sure to reach out to Dawda, and y'all have a great day.
All
Bye,
right.
y'all.
Thank you. Bye.